Do you feel embarrassed every time you watch one of your videos? Because your videos look really ordinary and not very professional? Well, it's time to talk about your video background. Keep watching because today I'm going to inspire you on the 3 ways to make your backgrounds stand out so you're excited to rewatch and share your videos. My name is Rachel Dunn. You're watching Girl Director TV, a channel dedicated to teach business owners like you to stand out, be seen, and make a difference with your content. So today I'm going to talk to you about some secrets I've learnt with working with art directors who create amazing simple sets for music videos that I've directed. I'm also going to share with you ideas and things that you can do after all the things that I've done in helping other people to create amazing backgrounds for TV shows, for people around the world for their spaces. Check out these images of a few backgrounds that we love for inspiration. So if you're anything like me, I am a visual learner and I'm drawn to images and I make decisions based on images that I love. It also comes down to how professional the person is delivering the content, and of course always comes down to the results and connection with the person. But we are all really visual creatures and grabbing attention in a matter of seconds is really, really important today. So whether you're building a set in your lounge room like this, or you are using green screen for your videos, you want to watch this. Let's talk about branding elements that you can use for your particular video background. Firstly, you want to avoid shiny workshop banners as your video backgrounds. This is a big no-no. Video backgrounds are hard to light and you will see really bad reflections. So always use matte banners and backgrounds when you are using a background. I mean, check out our Girl Director brand. We have elements that we have, like check out the camera here. I've got a statue there at the back there that I grabbed from an old recycle shop in Sydney, and it was like $30, and a big nice piece of artwork at the back. So there are things that you can buy in secondhand shops and just drag them into shot so that they can help you look like your brand. It's important that we had a camera in there so you can instantly see that we're talking about video. There's a place called Reverse Garbage in Sydney that I would always go to. It's a really cool place. It had factory seconds, it had props from old movies. The amount of times I would go there and pick up amazing things that would help inspire me for music videos that I produce. It doesn't have to be a massive big space. It's about the perception of what you can create in a small area. You just need probably just like a couple of meters by couple of meters space with a little chair, a plant in the background, something really funky on the wall. You don't really need much. Start looking at the colors of your brand. What colors do you have? What elements could you use? Could you use a bookshelf behind you? Could you use some fabric or something like that behind you, draped over something? Could you use one of those bamboo screens behind you and put some lighting? There's so many things that you can do to create a really cool space. The other thing you can do is go into places like IKEA. They're basically sets. If you walk through IKEA, there's just a bunch of little video sets and you can get great ideas because those people that set those places up use really cool ideas very simply to create great spaces. So go in there and check it out with your director eye this time and see what you can find. So the benefits of having a space at home is it can save you time, you can do it any time of day, and you can just set up your space and make sure that it's your go-to space whenever you want to make a video. It really makes a difference when I can jump in front of the camera without having to reinvent the wheel all the time and wondering where on earth I'm going to film each time. We also mark our floor with masking tape or pieces of tape so that we can reposition lights and props and things to make it easier for next time. And if you are looking to shoot out and about, then look for rooms with big windows, shady areas outside so that you can have consistent lighting. The cons about using this particular idea and use this kind of background is that if you're in the lounge room like I am right now, then I gotta turf Michael out of the lounge room when I'm doing my videos. So it does take up space in the house if you've got distractions like animals. We do have Morrison, our cat, he's on the couch, but luckily he's not biting cables or anything like that. So if you've got dogs or children around the house, sometimes this can be a hard option unless you're in a spare room somewhere or a garage. So number 2, we're going to talk about different backdrops that you can use for your videos. Now, what a video background does for your videos is it makes it look more professional. It means that you're caring about what people think of your videos. And that makes a big difference when you're filming. There's nothing worse than really shaky shots, people that don't give a crap about their videos, and they're just all over the place. They don't understand how to use the platform. It can actually be quite damaging for your brand if you don't have a strategy and you haven't looked at your overall video strategy for your particular business. So backdrops are backgrounds that you can use behind you to create the illusion of where you are. These can be really good as they are on brand, and it doesn't really matter if you've got a messy house. They're really easy to roll down, bring in, and they are a magic solution. Check out these examples right now and see these are different backgrounds that people have created that they've put behind themselves. So you can see there is no reason that you can't do the same. You can look on eBay for some really cheap backgrounds that will work really nicely. Look for ones that aren't too distracting and make sure that they have a matte finish. Some backgrounds I've seen look really two-dimensional, they look tacky. So make sure that you pick something that's not too busy, that is not shiny, that isn't creased. Also, if they're too small this way, means that you can only fit one person talking on the video. We use one particular background for our Facebook Lives and talking to clients. And the thing is that we have to be quite close together because it's only about 1.5 meters across. So you want to find something around 2 meters across and about 2 meters in length. It means that you've probably got that longer width that you can actually use and interview other people in front of. They look really professional and on brand, and you can also, when they're so cheap on eBay, you can get them for $20 or $30. So get a couple of them. Have a look at what colors actually look good for you, because you don't want to get a background that looks really great off screen, but then as soon as you put it on camera and you're in front of it, your colors and everything like that are important when it comes to the background with you as well. It's got to work with you. Number 3, green screen is an easy way to be consistent with your content. It means that you can add whatever background that you want to behind you. When you film on green, it means that green is keyed out and you can replace it with anything you like. The thing is, green screen, I remember the good old days when starting in television. Green screen was one of those things that Superman, do you remember Superman? The really early days of Superman, you'd be flying through the air and you'd see this really kind of low grade quality sky that'd be flying around. I remember that was the kind of first times that I remember using green screen. I also remember a David Bowie clip. I remember back in the day, one of the 1970s David Bowie clips would use green screen as well. So I have some fond memories when it comes to green screen. And today it's so amazing and cool that you can just set one up at home and you can create whatever you want. So where we use green screen is if we have promos or we have our Girl Director Academy and we have new training to do, we will use our green screen. It means that we can create digital backgrounds behind me and we can change them if we want to, or if we want to update our content or our look or our style, we can do that really easily without having to reshoot. Also, if you use Zoom, Zoom is an amazing way to have a session with a client if you're a coach or a consultant or provide a service. We always use Zoom, and there's a feature in the preference settings that you can actually click, and it says if you have a green screen, you can actually upload one of your own backgrounds and use it on Zoom as well, the digital keyer. So green screen is being used more and more as a really good way to do creative videos and be able to change your environment and create, like if I wanted a little fireplace with burning logs here, I could actually do that and film that and put that behind me. So that's what green screen is good for. There's a few good reasons to use green screen, and that is if you want to change your environment. If you have a few people on the green screen, you can put them all together. Michael, he just filmed a music video for his band, and he filmed all of the band members using green screen, and even though one guy wasn't with them, he put them all together and meant that he could actually create a really funky music video. Some of the, I guess, drawbacks for using green screen, you have to light it really well. You can use portable ones outside, you can get really small ones. So make sure that it's ironed really well, it's lit really well, and there's some post-production to do. So you definitely want to have a look at your background that you're using for your green screen to make sure that your brand looks good. So that's really the only drawbacks. So it takes more lights, it's a bit trickier to use, but it's a fantastic way to do it. We use all three of these areas for different reasons, but when you're starting, it's just really good to just master one at a time. Also, one more thing to remember, if you have a green uniform, then you definitely want to have a look at using blue screen. So this gives you loads of things to think about. Now it's time for you to go out there and start to create your perfect space. So don't give up. It's like learning anything new. It takes time to master. If you like this video and want to be notified next time, make sure that you subscribe to this channel, and remember, hit that little bell. We can't wait to bring more videos just like this to you. So if there's anything that you want us to do a video about, please comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Bye for now.